They turned it back on because Chad's not here, so
Wave meeting.
here we go. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Aloha from Hawaii. Let's get this all to order. It's 18:33. Let's take roll. The secretary is absent, so I will do roll. Myself, present. Larry, present. Chad, absent. Gary, present. Jamie, absent. Christopher, absent. Bill Knickerbocker here. Nicole here. Judy, absent. Monique, here. Catherine, here. Pedro, here. Ed, absent. We have four. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance and moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First of all, I'd like to thank Larry for taking charge of the few subcommittee meetings that we had, and I think one committee meeting while I was in Hawaii. I really appreciate that. That's right. Are there any public comments? Okay, none. Let's please review the minutes for the subcommittee meetings. We have one from just the Ranger one, correct?
Oh yeah, so in the regular, we're on a backlog of a few. I think at some point Gina, if you don't know Gina, she would be wringing my neck for it. So I'll be reaching out on missing minutes.
Yeah, let's get with Chad and see.
Jonathan, try to speak just a little bit louder.
Are you the secretary?
Yes. The AI is going to be the secretary.
I think it would be wise to have some notated minutes as well.
Yeah. We'll take notes on the side too. We'll do motions and stuff. That way we make sure we know what motions are made by whom. All right, please review the minutes. Yes, only for 5 years. It was like subcommittee of 2. No one's a subcommittee of 3. Any comments and corrections? Because you were there, Larry, we used to have gold sponsors and title sponsors. Now we're trying to create a new category called platinum sponsor.
I really don't understand that.
Yeah, I think we have table sponsor, bronze sponsor, gold, silver sponsor, gold sponsor, then title sponsor. Were you there, Jonathan?
Yeah, I mean specific to a change from last year, I'm not sure. I'm gonna.
We're supposed to get a menu of the sponsors with the different qualifications for.
No, there was a platinum last year.
Was there? Okay, because I guess I was going to mental
There's a title
health task
platinum.
force. Okay,
I have a platinum, gold, one zone, silver, bronze.
okay, all right.
Yeah, there's a. I don't know.
What's the level for platinum?
5.
Five. And then title
At
10.
least last year, let me go to this year.
The event sponsor. Well, we do that.
Yeah, they're the title sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes?
By Dio, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nicolak. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right. Okay, any deferrals, additions, and deletions? I guess we're gonna be talking budget, so. Is it on there? So let's add. Budget as item 7, Charlie, 7C.
That's your motion?
Yes, my motion is to add budget. As item 7, Charlie, can I have a second to that motion, please?
Second.
Second by Dio. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is added to the agenda. It's 7, Charlie, the budget. All right. Okay. Veteran parade, there's a subcommittee meet for the Veterans Parade. Who's in the subcommittee? I was no there, but I was in one. Anybody here who was in the subcommittee? You were?
Yes.
Were you there?
Very much.
Okay, you wanna update us on what happened?
I don't have my notes.
Oh, no worries. Any
Uh,
idea?
there were discussions on,
We still didn't have a.
Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal.
that we did not,
Aren't we supposed to vote on that today? Is there another meeting before the parade? So this will
no,
be the vote
there,
on that today, wouldn't it?
no. The Grand Marshal nominations are meant to close
They're not close yet.
No, they don't.
on the 7th, is when they're due.
Yeah, we haven't seen
Do we have any in yet?
Yes, I tell you that we have 2.
Actually, you were saying that about.
Oh.
Nice. You want
Mike,
to name it?
Yeah.
Did Mike submit one? You know?
He's running that.
You said that Mike was gonna be. Michael. Coop.
Yeah.
Is that one
of the
nomination?
Well,
Yeah,
there's
that's
one nomination right now.
There's only one
Nomination.
how many,
There's just one nomination.
just one?
I think that one of the reasons, just to let you know, one of the reasons why you may not be getting nominations, the information you require on that thing is a lot. And if you don't have all the information in there, it doesn't allow you to submit it. So if they don't have that person's DD 214 or whatever it is, you can't submit it. And if somebody else wants to nominate somebody, it's very difficult for them to do that because of these reasons.
Yeah, you end up self-nominating.
Exactly. So
Do you mean
that's
at the
what's-
time of submission or in general?
the
The
form that you
criteria.
have to do a submission is very difficult. It took me 40 minutes to fill out that form. I'm pretty quick at stuff like that. Only because, I had to look up each individual thing and go back. And if you don't have it in there 100%, including photograph of the person, the proof of the military, the DD 14, whatever, then it will not allow you to submit it. This is why you're not getting any submissions. Nobody's gonna go through that.
Well, the thing is, we need that information.
Yeah.
What if,
Yeah.
what
The-
if,
Of course you do, but the idea being that at least you would know that you have a submission pending and you need all that to complete. it.
Well,
What do you recommend as a solution?
in the past, that this has been based off of timelines of contacting, noticing people, making sure they have confirmation they can even attend, sending it to the Laker. It's
All right. Well, the point is.
yeah, no, I understand.
I've already heard there were other people that wanted to be submitted. There was a person worked here you had mentioned, but none of this has been submitted. Or their names even brought up, and my reason, and I think the reason being is because of the difficulty in the form that you made. That you put online to nominate.
Well,
someone.
it's the same form as it has been in years.
Right,
The requirements.
And the same things happened in previous years. So I'm just bringing a point out. I've never done it before until this year. And I saw the difficulty in doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it requires the photographs, it requires the DD 214, but we kind of would want those kind of things. I
But-
mean, maybe not the photograph, we can eliminate the photograph. I think that's just for publicity, but DD 14.
I need to
something we
confirm.
need.
Well, prior to being nominated or being voted on, the person has to be vetted, correct?
Yeah.
So I mean, that would be all part of the verification. They would have to be vetted. So I'm just Maybe I'm
Yeah, we
wrong.
vet them by getting their DD 214 uploaded,
Exactly.
so that we do need that. And I think that's a lot of the issues.
But can the nomination just be like you nominate first and then once you have a pool, then give the person time to like gather all the documents versus if I want to nominate you, but I don't have all your stuff, I can't. So maybe make the nomination process simple. And then
That
once
makes-
you have the
yeah.
pool, that person, okay, like we'll have time to gather things,
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
right?
Well,
Maybe.
my only concern will be is, are we going to make it where they push the information to us or we pull the information from them? And right now we have a push system where they have to push it to us. If you want to create a pull system, then somebody has to pull.
Would you have access to pool?
No, meaning somebody here will be the one contacting them if there's a pull that information to complete their application. So it'll be an additional duty that someone have to take on. I'm not. You know, when you have information flow that's either a push or pull, you know, that's information flow management. The most useful is the push, where the information is pushed to you as opposed to you having to pull it, because that's time consuming.
Right, right.
So I mean, I just, you know, I'm just saying that only because, you know, information flow and information management has been something that I dealt with for many, many
Yeah.
years. And so unless somebody wants to take it on,
One question, I have one more question.
unless there's a way to,
Gary just brought up an interesting point. In order to have a banner, they have to have proof of military service, correct? So wouldn't we have, if we had someone's name, wouldn't we automatically have their picture and proof of service with the file with the banners?
how do we do that? How do we
We have it
automatically?
already. Gary has it.
They have a
But is
banner,
it-
they
But
demonstrate
that's
that
different
they have a
to
DD
verify that it was an
exactly.
honorable.
If they have a banner,
Just-
yeah,
we
they
have
already
a
gave
picture.
us,
We have a picture, we have a DD
Yeah, but-
214.
but then you still gotta
So,
ask the
so that,
person.
that works out for somebody that has a banner, but if they don't,
Correct.
which last year they didn't.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
So
what
it's like
already
a whole
verified.
grand marshal nomination, like if you want to apply, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly, and then the
So
thing
you
is,
have to do, if the person wants to be the grand.
they
marshal,
push
they
the
apply, so
information.
They should have their own picture, their own.
I think a lot of people, are modest, they really don't wanna apply, they'd like to be asked, you know, it's be invited for that position. I think that's how most people would feel about it, I mean. And when we try to make you grand marshal, you didn't apply, we asked you to be grand marshal.
yeah, I didn't give you the information.
Oh, and maybe next year, cause I know now it's too late, we could put it out in the Miami Lakes newsletter.
It is
It was-
It is there?
Well,
It is there.
Yeah, we put it in the paper.
I saw it today.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and that's the thing, I mean, and even if we try to ask somebody, like I asked a few people in the American Legion post, and they said no. And then we had, I mean, they have banners, we could easily put them in there like, I don't want to, you know? So it's like, okay, so I'm not gonna keep on going around asking people. I asked 3 folks and they said no, and I'm like, okay.
So here's what's required of the nominee before it can be submitted. Name, just a yes or no if they're a resident, an address, an email and phone, why they're deserving, that's more so. Of the user to explain why, a photo and the DD 214.
Yeah,
Are any of those
that's adequate, and I think
that
we
we
should.
shouldn't have as required? to
No,
have
leave it the
submitted?
way, what I'm
No.
saying is leave it the way it is, but you know, if they're missing something, let them send in what they have. And then we can go back and get it. But what's happening is they're not sending it all, they're not, they're just not.
Well, the
doing it.
problem is, I mean, I wouldn't wanna move forward with a nomination without a DD 214.
But-
Period.
And we wouldn't,
Yeah.
but in order to get more interest in it, I'm just thinking of another way, because what's happening now, you start to put somebody in, and it doesn't take it, next thing you know, it's not getting put in. All I'm saying is, let's let the app go through with the name and whoever's on, and then we'll contact them, say, we need this and this.
Well, you're gonna make it a poll, you're gonna make it a poll. All right, who's gonna do that?
Yeah, I was gonna say there has to be some sort of.
I'll be happy to do it, it's not, I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
I mean, if we get 30 nominations, then maybe we condense it to like 5 and pick from that 5.
Yeah.
And if we have to pull, we pull. But then at least you get more nominees, right?
That's the whole
Last
idea.
year we had like what?
Someone's gonna do the action, I'm not gonna be against it.
No, and then someone looked like they were fake.
And the other
You gotta, for those folks who are pulling information, you need a reverse plan and you need to come up with dates where if they don't submit it, they're done.
We're just gonna,
Or
if
broaden
I,
our horizon.
I'm just gonna put it right back on the
instead of just
person.
90 days.
What I'm gonna do
Yeah,
is,
we do.
if there's somebody that's,
Because you're gonna, someone nominated.
right, that's okay, you want to nominate so-and-so, we need this.
We've had people from all. Yeah, we have people from Port St. Lucie,
Maybe like putting it out in the Miami VA,
you know, I mean, stuff
in
like
one of
that.
their billboards, bulletin boards.
Oh,
I like the idea of keeping the person's
You
money.
sent me an
Yeah.
email.
But if they're not, if they're
Well,
not
it,
filled out, we
it,
can
it,
rock-
it's been opened up.
you know, widespread. It's
We have
spread it out and-
enough people in Miami. Yeah.
The
But
one
no
thing that
one-
really holds people from being nominated, wanting to be nominated, is the speaking part. I'm not gonna go
Well,
talk.
we've had some, I mean, when Pedro, he was a great speaker.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's
and-
Pedro.
Yeah, he
That's-
was.
you got to be-
right, so,
But
okay, so let's
everyone
make a,
else,
let's,
not-
let's make a motion to, well, basically, those folks who are volunteering to pull the information. Welcome to the, welcome to the Veterans Parade Subcommittee.
No, I
And
think, can I add
so-
within that a little bit? Bill, what we're saying, not to change anything that Jonathan's done, leave it the way it is. Except, don't limit them from putting in the information. Okay, sending the
Let 'em
email.
put in what they
without-
have.
We're just putting what they have, and then if I'm the person in charge, I'm gonna call them up and say, hey, that's great, we wanna have Bill Jones in there but we wanna need this, we wanna need that, and I'll put it back on them again. That's all, but in the meantime, we have their name in and we can follow up with that person to see if they wanna, wanna follow through.
So from that list, the only thing that, did you want me to unrequire all of those? And so they can submit.
It's
what
still
they
gonna
have.
be required, it's still
Yeah.
gonna be required,
No,
but just
Just for the-
unrequire
No, no,
it
my
to
use,
be
no,
sent.
no, my use of required is whether or not when they click submit, it will go through.
I would say the picture in the.
It's not-
14.
Whether or not it will go
Required
through
upfront.
if it's
Get the
incomplete.
picture.
If it's
Yeah,
incomplete.
it's in it. Right.
So
You have
if,
everything there.
if something is missing is more what I'm saying.
Right, if
I will-
something, at least we'll contact them, let them know what. they
On the
need.
form, I will unrequire it is what I'm
Right,
saying.
exactly, just on the form only, just on the
For
form.
everything,
No,
No, I think you've got,
Name,
Just
address,
just
everything
allow
else.
just allow the form to go through.
Dates of
If
service.
it's missing things, here's another example too. You won't take a standard picture. You can't upload a picture out of your camera. You require a PDF to be uploaded. A lot of people,
Right.
oh yeah. It must be a PDF in order to be uploaded.
No, JPEG, JPEG,
I have,
JPEG,
no, no, I have all of these.
yeah, JPEG, PNG,
Yeah.
I make sure all the files, it's PNG, JPEG,
Right.
PDF, doc,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's it,
Right.
people want to
let me,
submit
let
it.
me, let me make a kernel decision here. Okay, here's what I want. They need to have their full contact information, name, address, phone number, etc. Everything else, DD 214 and picture, don't make that a requirement.
So
And then in the subcommittee personnel, the notifiers, Larry and Monique, thank you for volunteering. We'll contact them for their information. And if they don't get their DD 214 in, the killer is DD 214. Their picture is not the killer. The killer is a DD 214. So we need to come up with a date that it absolutely has to be in the DD 214. What date is that right now?
It's October 7th, that's when they were closed.
Okay, so October 7th will be the date that the DD 214 has to be in.
Which would.
That's Monday.
Or, you know,
Special call.
Yeah, and then we'll do a special call to vote on who the person's gonna be for the grand marshal, but, so basically,
Everything but
basically,
picture
we're doing it
before.
about 30 days out, we're closing it, basically. Is that what we're doing, about 30
To
days
give
out?
us the buffer of, you know, getting it all, doing certain redactions, doing certain,
All right, so they got,
so
30 days
everything
out,
but the picture and but the DD 214.
yes.
Okay.
Because the picture's gonna be needed for the later. when
Right,
they do the
which
file.
which was part of this timing deadline, because they have, forget what their issue runs are, but,
But if they run the Laker paper later, that's fine, they'll get the picture eventually, they can contact, Laker can also contact individuals and get the picture, so. They do it, okay, so that's what we have.
Yeah, the base.
Okay, so,
Like information, service.
do I need to make a motion for that, or is that something,
I mean,
I
that's,
don't think so. It's already just modifying whatever it exists. All right, that was good, thank you, Larry. It's not gonna really help us this time, but it should make it easier next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even have one in mind that would nominate.
All right.
Send it to me so I can nominate.
Veterans Parade, how are we doing with the bands and all that stuff? Do we have to approve funding for the bands and stuff like that?
I
think we did
don't,
already.
I think we did already, that is a note that I believe I would have better.
Yes.
Okay, understanding of, but. Yeah, I couldn't speak to a yes or no on that.
Okay.
One of the things I was hoping we would do with the next time we have a subcommittee meeting, regarding the parade, is that we have a checklist available for everyone to go down. I know that, I know that, you guys have one, but I didn't have one, with the rest of us didn't, and to have a checklist of what we have done, to go over one thing at a time. So we're just not haphazardly talking about this and talking about that. Much easier to have the list broken down the list.
But it should be part of the agenda.
Well, it
Maybe,
wasn't- it wasn't-
maybe as an attachment or something.
It wasn't part of the last meeting, and I don't know that maybe it was my responsibility, but it needed to be there.
Who is the subcommittee chair for the veterans?
You want.
Am I? Other than why? I rely on I also relying on my vice chair. Thanks.
And the jungle of Hawaii.
Thanks.
You said
Thanks, Larry. You throw me under a bus and then turn around and go back on your lap.
For what,
How you liking that? That's what happens when I reverse today to play more money.
for what I have, what I have at least is, we spoke about color coordinated zones for the areas. We placed orders for flags to, indicate, if you're in the red zone. That's the flag for it, okay, go to that. We already reached out to the Grams regarding the parking.
Because I'm pretty sure
Closing
for
off
the
parking.
first subcommittee thing, I had an agenda laid out.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
When we
No, you
talked
weren't.
about, we talked
I
about
was
the volunteers and what they're going to be doing. As far as having a couple of volunteers out marching with the parade and going to Charles James and letting him know what group's coming up next so we can announce them coming.
Yeah.
We talked about the color guard, the honor guard, being there to start the
Right.
parade, and hopefully you'll be there again at the finish. So
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it,
That's
unless
the
something
That's
comes
the
up from here to then, it was confirmed that yes. I've never done it before.
But I don't know if you heard, we already have covered closing off parking the night before, or I don't know if it was 1 or 2 nights before. I think 2 would stretch it.
we mentioned the parade that it'd be a good idea to get some VIPs, maybe Alex Rizzo or
Yeah.
Renee Garcia. And you asked me to write a letter. I did, gave it to you. I believe you made some corrections to it. Did the mayor ever get that? Was that ever sent out?
No, because we haven't sent it out to the entire circuit yet.
I think it's important to give these VIPs, I mean, they have a pretty
You're gonna have time.
busy schedule. You need to
Well-
give that ahead of time.
Informally, or informally rather, we have it on their calendars. Their staff, I guess would be the way to put it, their calendars. The formal letter is not the thing that has gone out. We have it on their calendar.
You give me the letter and I give it to them directly, because I meet with them once in a while.
The letter's not just a letter, it's an invitation. Like if you go to a wedding or something, there's a wedding, but it's nice to have an invitation.
You want to, play it,
Yeah, you only invited to.
Yeah.
Building,
If you do it, you do it.
Emphasize the
I give it
importance
there.
of
I meet with them.
One thing, we only have one sponsor at this moment.
Or the veterans parade.
For the Veterans Parade. And so we've been sending out our packets, we've been, trying to feel the water. The only one that we have right now is Memorial, and that's because they entered into an agreement with us regarding like a year's worth of sponsorships. So please reach out to people.
That's
Send
the
them our
email you
way.
sent about the sponsorship packets that you had sent to everybody?
Are they a title sponsor or what are
No, I don't know
they?
that.
Sponsor level.
See, the thing about their recognition is since they agreed to a year long, I don't. know the exact. I don't think.
Can you tell us how much we had sponsorship last year?
Total?
Yeah, how much, yeah. Oh,
I know, you're going for you.
Doing that.
$20, we got 5,100.
Okay, 5,100.
On top of what is earmarked for the town.
Yeah, it's not in our budget, it's not in our line on, the budget must be budgeted by town somewhere else.
And then I'll be able to answer our Sears involvement.
We have, okay.
Thank you.
we sent the email saying
I thought Memorial was gonna give us a bus. They're giving us about $3,000.
Give it.
So
just
you
give me
don't-
one
don't
letter,
worry.
I'll each one of them.
$2,000.
2,000, all right, so we got a $3,100 out there, if we could find. $3,100.
We have. My.
Water sponsored here from Toyota.
Hmm?
Water from Toyota.
Yeah, I think there was an agreement on that, or getting more water as well.
Yeah, saying
Yeah, that's stuff that we already discussed.
Yes.
The signups as of now, right now, we have 16 signups for the groups
That's for the parade.
for the parade.
Yeah, I received, I'm gonna forward you an email I got from Linda from the Miami Laker. Somebody from the Air Force, it seems like a quintet,
Oh,
quartet,
I got, she sent me that.
so did that also?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Didn't Chad say that, caution witnesses?
It's the van, the Air Force van.
well.
Correct.
it's not-
They have.
Yeah, they came all out.
Right.
Last year you had mentioned it about the.
I'm sure with this one, fine.
The guy will be able to- Yeah, we did request it. I had to change the date. I had to get my commander. Thanks.
Oh,
Let me forward this to you right now.
And the police officer.
So I sent the email for all the assets. And the only problem that we're having is that a lot of stuff is getting either cut down to half
Yeah.
or none at all
So we just
because
do
of
that.
the sheriff transition fee. So that's the only problem that we're having. Even for the bike rodeo, everything basically got cut in half. Even the district that was supposed to be out here got cut in half. I'm gonna invite them also because they have like TVs and stuff like that to see if they can also come around. But I'm waiting to see what they tell me from headquarters.
You know about our golf cart, correct? All right,
What dog?
the golf cart contest we have in. Do we have anybody, how many golf carts do we have so far? We know.
That would be. I think it's 2.
Another contact, there's
Oh, well, we have 7 signups
or that. She's ready for sure, but she's also like breaking out like doing like.
that was a golf cart group.
And the thing is.
I mean, I couldn't remember.
Special patrols, who stands in.
Okay.
But, I mean, I go directly to the. They're not streets happening.
Yes. That's you, the captain.
No, I'm sorry, she's chief.
Chief. So how many golf carts?
And the problem is that we ran into was the
I don't see that many emails, so.
excuse me, the permit.
Oh, they
Are we
have,
all going to decorate?
they have to have a town permit.
There are 53 registered.
Oh,
Can we contact them individually, send them out a little letter or
I have a
something?
handful that I know that are not in my group, that
Okay.
are permitted, so if you send it. to me,
Well,
I'll forward it.
what I'm gonna do is send a mass email, the main parade page. Remember, Steve, the main parade page has the registration, the sponsorship access, the golf cart nomination, the volunteer registration. I'm gonna send that all with the sponsorship package. If there's gonna be, I'll probably format it into a generic, you guys can send it the second you get it. To whoever, sign up for a golf cart, sign up to sponsor, sign up to be involved. Kind of thing, just so we're all able to, maximize the.
Jonathan, can you send out a personalized invitation to the 53 golf cart owners to invite them?
that are registered.
No, those aren't registered, they're 53 registered.
The 53 that are registered.
No, I know you meant. Yeah, I'll see if I can pull it from Danny.
Okay, even an email, something, just, try to contact them individually.
I would like a formal invitation, thank you. I am registered.
And what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to get quotes on the trophies. Remember, we approved trophies for the first, second, and third place.
Right.
I'm gonna get some quotes for those. And we're gonna come up with a design, so I'll have some. I don't know, idea.
Good question, Jonathan Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Dressing room for
Just
the
kidding.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I have no,
No reply from.
I have no, I just don't have an update on that. That's something that I'll, coordinate with the Grams.
I wish should have had.
Yeah, those guys are really super cool. The Star Wars, they're awesome.
I know,
Their
that-
uniforms are so damn.
I know them.
hot too. I mean, it's-
no, they have to be exact. The movie.
That's why those stormtroopers can't hit anything.
They're
It's crazy how much you can't see a damn thing.
sanctioned by Lucasfilm. You know, they
Wow.
have to put photos when they do them. They don't. Wow, they can't.
That's good.
My son has about 40 times. I would.
Right, any other issues or discussions on the Veterans Parade?
Oh, something.
Yes, sir.
So we received an email from the town reference the, I think they're Colombian horses that are always on the parade.
Yeah,
Having
the
a
dancing
few-
horse.
Pasofino having problem at the end of with crossing some streets. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna take care of it.
Yeah, they're pretty- Those horses are exhausted by the time they get,
I know.
because they're triple stepping.
Yeah.
They're full of sweat.
Yeah, we,
And our next meeting scheduled on the
Yeah, I
seventh.
think that,
When's our next meeting?
it's scheduled for
special
the
call.
7th,
Yeah.
but the special call is gonna be before that.
special call on the 7th.
No, the next regularly scheduled meeting is on the 7th.
Yeah, that's November 7th.
November
Parade's November 3rd.
Yeah.
Right.
So we need to do a special
We,
call.
we
early.
need to know when the special call is gonna be for,
Well, that,
Take a look at the calendar. Let's figure it out.
It'll come down.
so normal parade registrations are due the 21st. If that can give you guys any reference for when special call would be there for.
So October 21st,
Yeah,
That's a regular meeting.
that
yeah.
is
No,
that's
that's
going to be
Friday.
our special call. It's
special,
It's a
call. That's a
Monday.
Monday,
it's a
October,
Monday.
Well,
October
I'm looking at-
21st.
October 21st.
All right, can I have a motion for what time, folks? You want to make it 5:30 or 6:30?
I think 6:30 to give people time.
Okay.
Yeah,
6:30, 8:30.
Well, we gotta know when the room's
Yeah,
available.
I have to check, I'm gonna be out of town through the 23rd.
So you're not gonna be here the 21st?
We can do the meeting in Minnesota.
So do it before that?
Well, that's the last day, no?
Can't you zoom in?
No, you
No,
got somebody
no,
else
he's on
coming for you,
vacation.
right?
We love that.
Is Al gonna be in town?
Okay, you have aisle covered for you?
She will be,
I mean, we're only voting on the,
but
Grand Marshal.
there's no availability in this room.
No,
No, there's an education advisory board meeting and a blasting advisory board meeting.
what about the 22nd?
Public safety starts at 7, so it could be a
Yeah.
5:30.
well, it won't be, it'll be.
No, but
Oh,
I
We
say,
need
I say
quorum.
5:30 because it can run over, people can be late, just to have the room, 5:30 to 7.
5:37, fine.
second.
Well, we'll start it at 18:30. We'll still start at 6:30.
That's on. the
Well,
20
that gives you half an hour.
So 1800, just 1 hour? It's quick, it's just to vote and that's it.
Well, let's just have it then. If we're gonna be here,
Well,
we can show up anytime.
last time when we voted, it was not quick.
It wasn't. That was the
If
way
we
that's
send
already
But if we send the application to work.
Vamos.
You're the one, but
Yeah.
there was a lot of
That's
discussion
the
about
thing, we'll
DD
get that.
214s.
Yeah.
Email it
Okay,
to us.
and the validity of some of the DD 214s.
We used to get the registration.
Yeah, we had some guys trying to falsify. That was.
So a Zoom meeting?
Yeah, when you see 10 Army Commendation medals
It's,
Yeah.
and 12 years of service, you kind of go, that looks odd.
they get 1800,
Huh?
they get 1800, then you got an hour.
Yeah,
We used to get the nominations
okay.
emailed to us. please.
So
Time
there's a
to-
vote on the table, October 27th, 22nd
22, 1800.
at 1800 from Knickerbocker. Do I have a second?
Second.
The 22nd,
Mhm.
Okay.
6:30?
Six.
1800.
Okay, let's say 18. Yeah.
And that's a special call. So we have
Special call.
rights meeting for. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we passed 1800, October 22nd. Thank you.
It should be good for Isle just because she's a meeting right after, but.
Put it in your
Like, I
phone
have to
right
check
now,
because you
folks.
Never know.
Put in alerts. Put in second
Put in
alerts.
second.
I gotta do that like right now. If I walk out without doing it.
I
will
know,
not
it's weird,
remember.
me too. Ring, everything.
Any other issues for Veterans Parade? Thank you, Larry, for mentioning this one. All of you.
Oh, just to know on the horses, Island, I did get that. We're trying to figure it out. I don't know that there's much. They were moved to the back because of the fecal concern. I don't know how we can adjust that. I know the issue with. You know, it trailing off with attendance. We're trying to figure out what we can do.
They were saying on our hand, it was something like help them cross the streets or something like that. We can accommodate all of that, like, there's no problem with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our specialty. We'll take care of it.
The motorman.
But you will not be following up with the scoopers, right?
No. That is not our specialty.
Clarify that.
So we get an update on the reindeer run for those who wanted, who were at the subcommittee meeting. Well, we got notes.
Larry?
Oh, yeah. We have our AI notes here.
Yeah, those are good.
You know, this is kind of, you know, Judy is kind of a one-man show on this thing, just amazing. She just is involved in every detail of this event. And, even the things like little dog, that, you know, with the car that walks, all the little stuff, the coffee truck being there. She wants everybody there at 6:30, the sponsors are set up. She's pretty much controlling this thing, and to even talk about it without her being here is an injustice. It's, because she's just, even the sponsors, the only thing that, I was looking forward to getting would be the sponsorship, chart, the platinum, whatever it was, that we said we want to change the prices on those, and what the qualifications are going to be for that. And so that we can go ahead and start soliciting, you know, some new sponsors. And Judy wants, and she said, it seems like we could all get at least 2 sponsors. If every one of us do that, in addition to what she's doing, this is going to be a big success.
Yeah, that's really just so as of now, and I'll let you guys know, we opened registrations a month earlier than years past. We're at 17 now, which is
We need a
About
sponsorship
tracking.
package.
right. I know my point on sponsorships was gonna be that's the only thing that we need to.
We also
focus
need,
on right now.
the posters and the flyers.
Yes, so the flyer, the generic flyer, because we spoke about having the generic flyer instead of, you know, a company one, that's going out with a mass email, we'll just call it, to you guys as well, but also to the sponsors that we're gonna keep bombarding them for involvement.
Right.
The only update I have regarding sponsors is, Memorial again. And then there's gonna be some involvement from Chick-fil-A again from years past, and
And
then
we have Chick-fil-A. We have Memorial, we
you
have
guys will be getting
Toyota.
a finalized generic email again for. This is our event. Please get involved. Here's the upsides. Here's events. I think I included the album of the event from last year, the video, like here's what you're going to get out of it.
There's another thing, Jonathan, that I wanted to
Can I
mention.
get, the sponsor, can you email the sponsorship agreement to me so I'll reach out to somebody?
You need the package.
The package or whatever. Usually just forward.
And also you know, one of the things that the corporate one, you know, the Mercedes-Benz corporate run in Miami, or whoever's sponsoring it this year, the Miami Marathon, one of the things they do is all the participants, to which we have their information now for a couple of years running, we have all their email addresses and everything. They send out emails and contact months in advance to let you know this event's coming up. Have we done that? Have we began to contact the
So
previous?
it happens automatically as far as I'm aware with the service. We are, I have no problem utilizing the past year's registered list. I'm assuming it did though, because.
Yeah, we have a company that does.
It hasn't, because I haven't gotten anything. It couldn't have.
Because before we went public with the raise, from it being published on the back end to it being announced on social media, we did get registrations. That was my understanding that an email did go out to years past registrants as a result, because, I mean,
Okay, as of right now, nothing, I haven't gotten. anything.
I'll double check with that. That's.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that's-
that's something we should have at least, I would say at least a half a dozen emails to previous participants go out before the race. Just remind them it's coming up, set the date aside and all
Yeah,
the things.
and with the discounts.
Yeah, the discount,
So they
I
have
don't
the
know
price.
about that, everything.
I have no problem with that.
But I don't know who are we looking to do that? Is that something we do?
That's our
He's gonna
list.
do it.
That's our, we maintain those lists. We just have to go to the years prior, pull them, and just send out an email.
So Johnson, you're gonna send an email out to the past participants
Yeah.
with the price list and letting them know we're doing this again.
I haven't, yeah, go for
Do
it.
you know who was in charge of the Town of Miami Lake's Instagram thing? You are?
Mhm.
No, story.
No, it won't be on the page.
Oh, okay, well then.
We don't, I don't post flyers on the Instagram,
You do,
unless it's a story.
$100 each.
Unless it's a story.
Which one is mine?
Oh, we have that many tables.
What about that?
Hold on, you don't put that many tables.
Miami Lake's something.
So when is the next subcommittee?
So I mean, they were to Main Street.
For the.
But that's not ours.
For the podcast.
Who that is, Miami Lake's lifestyle.
Do we have a date set for the next podcast?
No, we don't.
Yeah, Judy's gonna set that date.
Okay, Judy's gonna set it when she comes back?
Yes.
The lifestyle one, you should put it in coffee.
It has like 6,000 flowers.
Yeah.
And they put a bunch of flowers.
Any other issues on the 5K? All right. Item. Next item. is- Oh, Gary Carden's Pavilion. I got a text.
You were talking about it.
I got a text from Jeremy. He asked about November 14th, but I think November 14th, we're not doing this has to be the 19th. So I'll correct the date with an amendment. His idea is to do it because it's rented out in the morning from 10, and if we do the event at 9:30.
Wait, well, say that again, sorry.
Well, this is 10/19.
Yeah.
And
October
now it's
19th.
November.
No, he was asking October 14th, and I got the wrong date, but
Okay, so it's October 19th.
October 19th, the day of our meeting. And so what I'm trying to do is, I'm gonna tell Jeremy that, because the pavilion is rented out to somebody. But they won't take possession of it until after 10 o'clock. So we're gonna try to do a ceremony at 09:30, right before our meeting. And then we'll, do all the eating and all the talking inside, so we're not worried about sweating. So that's one thing I need to verify with Jeremy is if we can have the space for a 09:30 on the 19th.
Typically, they don't take over those
No,
buildings
until about 10 or 11.
I'll have to, I don't know the logistics of the mental health event, I
That
don't know
doesn't
where-
start till 10.
I know, but I don't know where they're setting up pumpkins, like, I'm just saying this in a like.
They're not gonna take over the pavilion.
No,
They already know that it's already been taken care of.
Yeah.
So they're moving it somewhere else. They know that the pavilion's
They'll get
taken,
around on the
Okay,
so they're not gonna touch the
Yeah,
pavilion.
that was me just not knowing any.
Yeah, we're not,
I just wanted to hear out.
we're not gonna touch the pavilion and I gotta be there for the face painting anyway, the painting faces.
is there,
Camouflage.
do we need
You were kidding.
a sound system out
It's
there?
gonna be camouflage.
I was
I got
like-
camouflage sticks.
I know.
Well,
So, sound system is something I can ask Jeremy.
Is there anything that we could do or I could do to contribute to getting that ceremony set up on the 19th?
Well, I think those folks are coming to set up. They should come up, set up about 09.
Who's coming to set up?
Well, right now I have me.
Also,
Oh, you got me.
yeah.
Okay, now I got you.
I have,
And that'll be great. And really what I'm thinking about setup is we get the flags from inside the Americans, we need a key. And we get the, what do you call them? I call them the sandwich board signs, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh, sandwich board signs, put it out there, and we just need one podium. I don't think we need a speaker system, because the only person who's gonna be talking out there is me. Because we're gonna go back inside to then roast Gary, and he gets the last word. Because it could take a while.
We're gonna let them talk?
Yeah. But then, right before he talks, you know, right before he talks, I'm gonna ring the chow.
You're on my
bell and
list,
say,
right?
That's right. He gets the last word. It's like a roast, you know. Then I want everybody to be inside, sitting down, and you know, they can move around and stuff like that, make eye calls, whatever, take a nap, whatever they need to
So,
do.
what time you want to be there? What time you want to be there? 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I think 9 o'clock, you know, so we can just set everything up
I had the key.
and
I had the key.
you have the key? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Should I bring the sound system?
If it's.
Yeah,
if it-
sure.
If it has power. Oh, yeah, the smaller one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't hurt. I mean, I can project my voice, but yeah, it
Yes.
can't hurt.
Yeah, charge it.
We're gonna ask $15, 5 for the American. Anytime they rent it,
Charge
they
it.
have to give Gary $5, 5 for the American.
All right, so I'm adding this right now.
But the
Gary
DJ for
Cardenas.
the 10:19 will be there like before 10 o'clock. The DJ for the 10 for the. well,
That's the
festival
other event.
Will be there. Will be set up. And he has to go.
Oh, that's another thing, but this is more of the town side, not committee
Right,
side. I will
so-
be there for photos, because I will be out of town. That's a good thing to get photos of. It may be worth reaching out to Tico or.
Tico, I asked Tico to go.
I feel like we will.
He'll do it. He'll do
a lot.
it. Tico will take the picture.
Can we notify the
Yeah.
Miami Laker? Maybe they would, it'd be a nice.
And we also need, could you let the town muckety mucks, the officials, the elected officials know, because some of them actually reached out and they want to know when Gary's doing this. I'm like, it's Gary Cardenas. Yeah, I'd like
Yeah.
to go.
Tony will go and, yeah.
Yeah, if we have the Laker there, it could be a nice photo op.
I think this,
Meritorious.
they've already closed out the issue for tomorrow, but for the 18th, it'll be a good
I'll talk to Linda.
day before.
What time you want the Laker?
Maybe
in?
something.
Will be there.
And it could be
The
online.
Laker can be there at 9:30 just for,
I talked to Linda.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short ceremony, I would think.
it's gonna be a short ceremony. I mean, the roast and the food and stuff.
As
So
long
we
as you let
gotta-
him talk.
You only want to roast Gary for 15 minutes?
No, we go inside. We're going back inside.
They
I'm
want-
not gonna leave all these old legionnaires outside for too long. We're gonna do a 10-15 minute ceremony, dedicate the stuff. Probably, I'm gonna try to arrange for the young Marines to be there so we can do a color ceremony. It'll be very solemn, very official, no roasting of Gary. And then we go inside and then tell them how we really feel about it,
And then you try to find them.
you know. That way we have something for his family, and the family can go, wow, they really respect him, and then we have something for us.
Gary, we need to let the guys in the post know to be early, to all have to know they be there by
Yeah.
9:30.
Yeah, but let me take care of that with Jeremy, no, on some right now, and actually say 9:30.
I had to give you the newspaper for the event that we did with the mayor. Of
Medley,
Medley.
Yeah.
I have it, I forgot. Yesterday.
okay. All right, so that's it for the dedication of Gary Cardenas. It's gonna be really short, it's gonna be really sweet, but for the food, when we get back in there, Gary, we'll talk offline, because I think the American Legion should fund the meal, whatever we, and you get, I think I already talked to Pedro, I think we're gonna get some kind of deal or something on that, so.
Yeah.
Well, on the parade, the Veterans Day, we're gonna have like, for 50 people in the morning with coffee and café con leche and, you know,
Yeah, no,
from Mickey, and then, lunch will be at 11 o'clock. Sorry, Joe, they give me 50% off the price.
Yeah, we need to do something also
for the
for
19th.
the 19th for him, so.
How many people you think?
Gosh, we could, like, few,
You're probably gonna have at least 25 from
the Legion.
just.
Yeah, we usually have.
I asked Fred, because Fred is a very good friend of so we
Yeah,
were with yesterday yesterday we were with Vicky and the Pedro.
well, you know, the Legion has the money to pay for it. I mean, if we get it to good
Well, see
deal.
if I can get it cheap. I mean,
Okay,
for
get it
nothing,
cheap, get it cheap.
nothing.
You get it for nothing? Free is better. Free is good.
Or better.
50 people?
More better.
50 people, 50 people.
Yeah.
And we gotta pass them out, because last time,
Yeah, with some other family.
yeah, they decided to.
Friends.
At what time you want to be there? 10 o'clock?
No.
Right there.
It has to be after our meeting, after the Legion meeting, so
10:30?
Well,
11.
11:30, 11 o'clock, 11.
they could be here a little bit earlier to set up, but we
Yeah,
figure.
10:30.
But if it's cold.
And we need that bigger room. Gary, not the small. Can we get that one?
I talked to Jeremiah.
All the kids in there? Well, okay, we'll do what we can.
Well, you know, here's the thing. We need to talk to, we have events like this, special events, they should take that into consideration. And the kids should be the ones that are moving. That was our room to begin with. I think that we need to talk to Jeremy. And we did that when we had a Memorial Day event, it wasn't a problem. Here we are having another event, it shouldn't be a problem.
You gave us choices when you did that change.
Pardon me?
You gave us choices, we could meet at night or we could change, meet on the dates.
Well, maybe we should give him choices. Maybe we need to speak to Ed Peter.
Well, we'll figure that one out. We'll talk offline, since that's a Legion issue.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, it's more than a Legion issue, it's the, it's.
No, it really is. It's our Legion meeting, so it's not appropriate to talk about during this committee, so.
Well, the celebrate at 11 o'clock, the celebration of the event. We're having the Legion meeting, and then we're having the celebration at 11 o'clock, which is basically a function of the.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but let's talk about it afterwards. Yes.
Were we gonna talk about 7C?
Yes. And this budget, okay, let's go back to the budget, 7 Charlie. Everyone should have in front of them the appropriated budget
Yeah,
by the town.
it's a pretty unexciting for now.
Yes.
I just wanted it, if I may, Bill, sorry. I wanted it out there because sometimes we have questions about moving money to and from places. We don't know what accounts exist because they don't show up if they're not funded. These are unfunded accounts as well. We only have 3 funded. The banners, the Arbor Day, planting trees is what it's mostly written as. And the care package, which is, manifested as being flower deliveries in the past. Those are the funded accounts. Everything else is more moving money from places throughout the year. So those are the accounts. That's my little update. The new fiscal year started Tuesday, so happy new fiscal year. Russia.
Yeah, I guess, what I was talking about is we have some line numbers here that really no longer serve a purpose.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to clean up our budget if we may. I don't recall us ever doing a veterans job fair. It may have been something that we did at one
We did
time.
one time.
What was the sorry, Bill,
Go ahead.
because I don't have any reference for these things either. What was the context of that job fair? Like,
It was an event that went, it was an
Yeah.
event that happened over at the Coast Guard Station.
was it just once?
Oh,
No, it was done at the hotel, Miami Lakes Hotel.
oh,
Was that just once? Was
Yes,
that
only one.
what year about? I know, like pop
It was
quiz.
done by, it was spearheaded by, Alejandro.
Well, I'd like to recommend if we're not doing something, we haven't done it for several years, we should consider it removing it as a line. I don't know whether or not the chief financial officer can do that, at least we should vote on that. And then, Veteran Committee shirts, obviously, we need that. We have no funding for that right now. We have our Arbor Day right now is at $2,000. I think we approved spending some of that money for what? Do you recall?
Last year it was-
buses?
Last fiscal year was a few things. I think it was the wreath. The memorial wreath. Stipends for performers.
Yeah.
There are a few things that
I know we moved it
don't
to
know.
buses, then we moved to buses and stuff like that.
No, I think the buses would have been straight out of the account.
Okay, right out of the parade account, all right, which is not on here, that's a separate account. But,
Right, yeah.
All right, so I'd like to have some money in the Veterans Committee shirts fund, because we need some new shirts, right? How about $200 should be able to buy us about 3 shirts, right, 3 or 4 shirts?
I don't know. I was gonna say I can get a quote and bring it back to, but if you guys can move up to 700, I would not recommend that.
Yeah, no, I say, I'm making a motion to move $200 from our Arbor Day budget into the Veterans Committee t-shirt, shirt budget.
Second.
I'll send out, oh, yeah, I'll send out an email. Get quantity and sizes.
Right, well, basically, anyone who needs one.
Chad.
I think
Yeah,
Chad
he
needs
mentioned
one,
it.
she needs one, and, yeah, I think he's a medium. But I think $200 should cover the 2 new members, that's it.
you're good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll give
Oh,
him cents later.
That's regarding, we have a new mayor coming in, he has to keep the committee, I mean, he could throw us all out.
This is
It's
not just in the mayor.
up to the mayor, isn't
We've got the mayor's seat 1, Stephen Erzberg, JC Fernandez.
Yeah.
Uh,
three seats or three?
I don't know, I've made so many graphics and election posts that I'm not even remembering. There's a lot. They, I don't think there's ever been a case where they said,
Who seconded?
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
it, But
All those in favor of moving the $200 to the committee shirts?
From line 13 to line.
Line
14.
13 from 214. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
And you could still, like, the $700 you have, if we need to get more shirts, you could still move money over there. Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a little point about 9/11, if there was room to work it into the budget talks as well, as like a recap of one and looking forward for the next recap of the event. I think the wreath was a big hit. We left it in town hall for like a week and change. I can't even remember. It was beautiful. As far as
So yeah, we funded that, didn't we?
I was gonna say, as far as the Veterans Committee's involvement going forward with that event, if that's going to be the involvement, I think it's good to have that put us at 180. I think it was.
It was
180.
180, yes.
Just ideas. I don't see a need to create now, especially having ceremoniously handed off the event to create a line for 9/11 event.
No, we're just always donating for that.
Right.
I mean, it's as long as.
That was sort of my segue into if there's anything that we can like beat over the head now instead of, oh, we don't have an account for that. Oh, we can't move money for it. It's kind of, we've gone through the motions over the years that we have probably all we need. That's just me.
I think we could probably stick it in a dedication, line number 5, or record number 5. Dedication ceremony, veterans. Memorial, I think. They stick it in there, the month, the flower money.
Last year, it may have,
I think we did stick it in some,
I think one of the Memorial Day, it's like the proper line 7.
oh, okay,
But
okay, there you go, line 7, there you go, we'll put it there.
I mean,
Line
that's
7.
11 months away, but I think it's.
All right, so I'd like to make a motion to move $200 from the, another $200 from the Arbor Day fund to the Memorial Day event fund.
Oh,
to
no,
purchase-
that's budget.
To purchase, the wreath. Can I have a second for that motion, please?
Second. Okay, you don't need
Kathy, real quick. So the motion on the table is to move $200 from the Arbor Day fund, reducing it to $1,600 And moving that $200 to the Memorial Day event for the purchase of a wreath to assist public safety. Made by Perez, seconded by Alvarez, all those in favor,
Aye.
motion passes.
Probably my last point, because I think it would involve more than just, a couple minutes of discussion, is the banners. They're getting expensive. Last year was specifically expensive because there was an entire reprint slate.
Wasn't that covered by Miami League Solemn?
Yes, they did cover the difference on top of burning out the entirety of the full 5. We're not gonna be doing that for another couple of years, I would imagine, but I think it's good to open up the discussion about. Cause now we're having a space limitation along 154 between education banners. Military and then education again. I don't know what the process is gonna look like going forward. I brought it up before, of like. What disqualifies a person if they move out. I know there's like weird discussions about.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I recommend the way ahead on this is. I'm gonna create a straw man plan, and something we can just use as a starting point of discussion. And I think we should create a subcommittee on that. That way they can, decide. But it's always good to have, like we used to have con ops and con plans and op plans, and it was always a shelter plan, you filled it in. And it was a straw man plan, basically, that then you started adding things to, and taking things out, but. As a way of starting the discussion, so I'll create one, and then we'll set up a subcommittee. For that, in our next meeting, because right now I want to get through the reindeer run. And I want to get through the Veterans Parade.
Yeah.
So we're looking at January, let's bring that up in January again, we'll have that as an agenda item. So we can start addressing that.
Yeah, it's good to give us time, because whatever it ends up being, I think it will reasonably have to go before council, because this is not.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I have a working idea of what I think how we should, parse it, because. I think, we'll figure it out. It's something we'll figure out. We'll have at least a proposal, and then the council can fight over it, and then they'll decide. All right, so moving right along, we have this photo contest. I'm looking at number 12. When's the last time we did a photo contest on that page? I can't recall one. Okay, so that one, and I'm just pointing out the ones that I think are ripe for removal, we're recommending removal. This Veterans Affairs Committee, ODARC line 11 seems to be a repeat from line 2, but I don't know what ODARC means.
Yeah, my only understanding of the ODARC is the Out of Darkness, and that is literally all I know the title.
Oh,
of
no,
the
that's,
darkness.
out of the darkness, well, yeah, you can eliminate that.
Yeah, because I think the mental health task force will be working on those
Yes,
kind of
sir, yeah,
issues.
so,
So
out of
I think
darkness.
11 is probably another one that could be recommended for removal, or we'll do a motion capturing all this. We're good with 10. What's this military Veterans Affairs Committee, MM? Oh, no. Oh, that's an RFI, figure it out, will you? Let us know next time. Veterans, Miami League veterans that passed away, did we buy flowers or something?
This is for flowers.
Yeah,
flowers,
that's
flowers.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to, let's keep that. Memorial Day events, that's good. Flag retirement ceremony.
We haven't done those in.
Yeah, and we basically have the mailbox there, and the Boy Scouts do that.
The Boy Scouts, yeah.
They're gonna do a big, retirement
Yeah,
ceremony
so
coming up.
I think 6 is another one.
So that retirement ceremony. can go
Yeah, we
on there.
do. Okay, dedication ceremony for Veterans Memorial. I'm not sure what that one is. You know, anybody know?
Mhm.
Dedication ceremony.
I mean, we do need a Veterans Memorial Park Fund, because we gave the town $10,000, and we're gonna give it $5,000 or so, or 30% of the proceeds from the Reindeer Run. And I'd like to see it reflected, so we know it's being earmarked exactly for what it is.
Unless they're referring to when the new building
Yeah, it
put
could
up
be,
and the,
yeah, it could be a ceremony that happens. So 5, I'm looking at 5 being one that we don't longer need. Veterans Affairs Committee care. Much what that is. We got $500 in it.
I'm sorry, did you say remove 5?
Well, we haven't voted yet. I'm just thinking out loud right now.
yeah, that's Veterans Affairs Committee, that's number 4.
Number 4, what was that about?
That's, it says care packages. We
Care
don't do those
packages.
anymore. So that 500 should be moved out of there.
Alright.
Do we
Like the
need,
shirts and the, well, we just.
What was the care packages about? What were they? For,
We used to, send packages out to,
oh, active duty overseas?
well, we can even get the names and, I mean, addresses and all that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we can actually.
be nice if we could donate that to the Red Cross for the,
Well, here, I mean, that's a great idea. The idea itself of sending out care packages to military folks who are deployed is a good idea, but
Right.
we don't have to duplicate the effort that already exists in town. What we should do is partner, like Goldman High School, Our Lady of Lakes. They do this. And so what we could do is partner with them. So that way we use their labor force. And we just give them some resources, some money and stuff like that, or put a veteran's face on it, you know, and contacts. So
Good
I'm
idea.
more of a person who likes to partner and get things done and use the synergy and coordinated efforts, you know, move those big blue arrows in one direction as opposed to trying to take it all on. So I say we could move that entire amount into. Anybody have a recommendation?
No,
Why
that,
don't you just leave it there?
No, that-
and then
yeah, I would probably just suggest leaving it
Just
there.
leave it there, and
Contributions is-
when we
We
need it, it's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's leave it there. We'll leave it there.
I mean,
Contributions is,
it's a bona fide line,
And
let's
then, and it's.
keep it there and.
and I will reiterate. At $700, which we already moved for,
Yeah, we don't have to do a
go to
vote.
council.
Yeah, we don't have to go to council.
contributions and donations, you can't really touch that. That is when we get sponsorships that come
Yeah,
in.
that's outside. Okay, the 5K run, we have something, the Veterans Affairs Committee 2 is fine. So contributions, donations, that's fine. So I make a motion to remove the following line item on the record number. Remove number 5, dedication ceremony, that's memorial. Remove number 6, flag retirement ceremony. Remove number 11, Veterans Committee Old Dark. Remove number 12, photo contest, patriotism. And remove number 15. So it's motion to remove. 1, 2, 3.
What about 9?
Put that one at this, 2, 5, 6, 11. 9, I don't know what it is yet, so I asked him to figure it out.
What
but
about the 8? What do
Well-
you think about number 8? To keep it.
I think that's good to
We're
have.
gonna keep it
Yeah, that's good to have.
in 2013 or 2014?
Well, I think it's something, 2104, so that's a long time.
Oh, 2014. I thought it was like a mistake.
I think-
It is a typo, it is a typo,
Okay.
but I'm going with the typo. We got a 99-year span, that's gonna be open for 99 years, 80 years, that's a long budgetary cycle, never seen that done. So 5, 6, 11, 12, and 15, yeah, the town budget's in a 90-year cycle.
okay, so 5,
Your fiscal year,
11, 12,
15.
and 15.
All right, so we're gonna have a second to recommend removal.
Second.
I'm gonna give it
We
to
got it.
Catherine there.
Young lady,
Yeah, that's right. You got too many already for you.
You don't need a.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we just voted on removing 5, 6, 11, 12, and
15.
15 for the record.
Record number, line numbers. And I like to make a motion that a line number, record number be added for Veterans Memorial Park. It'll be up to the CFO as to what record number line number that will be. Motion to add Veterans Memorial Park. And that may be what MM stands for.
So I actually just found it. This is for parking.
Parking.
Yes,
Parking?
at a Miami Marlins game.
No, we didn't do that.
Marlins.
Okay, well,
Very clearly, it to me is a 1 year thing. I'm assuming,
all right,
I don't have the context, I'm assuming veterans were invited to.
We still are. I think it's a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah, but it's through the elderly.
Yes.
that's
No, but
elderly
yes,
affairs.
the seniors will coordinate field trips nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
the
assuming
elderly
this was a
affairs.
marriage.
We never did that.
all right, well,
It's
let
back
me,
in 2016.
Years.
let's do the motion that's on the table to add Veterans Memorial Park line number and record number. Motion by Perez, seconded by Alvarez. Oh, no, it's form. I thought you were gonna say something. All right, all those in favor? Okay, now going back to remove another line number. Now removal of line number 9. Make a motion to recommend the removal of record number 9. Veterans Affairs Committee, Miami Marlins Parking Fund. Motion by seconded by Knickerbocker.
Knickerbocker.
I know this is kind of administrative, folks, but you really want a clean budget. It's very important. Otherwise, we'll be doing what, we'll just be kicking the can down the road to other folks saying, what's this for? What's that for? All those in favor? Right, budget is done. All right.
Motion to adjourn?
Don't think any final comments? Okay, motion to adjourn by Knickerbocker, second,
Pedro.
DIO. Aye.